Let's start off with the events at the moment ongoing in the county of Nakuru, in Naivasha to be specific, where the One Kenya Alliance principals are meeting, though that political outfit isn't yet registered because the subject documentations have to be presented to the registrar of political parties, but they are there to perhaps come up with a formula or a political understanding as to how they will arrive with a presidential candidate ahead of 2022. What do you think might be the driving factors to why they seem to be holed up without a candidate so far, a year to the polls?
The major hindrance to why up to now the One Kenya Alliance have not yet decided on who is going to be their flag bearer is simple reason. It's because that they are forming a coalition with no particular agenda that brings them together. The only agenda that brings them together is that they want to defeat William Samoei Ruto in the race to 2022. And that has a consequences because in a political organization, you must have an ideology, you must have an agenda and a plan so that you can be able to see who is the vision bearer of this plan so that he can be given the mandate to lead the team. But in that team, up to today, they do not have that vision for this country. They do not have a plan and agenda for this country. So it's messing them up, and up to now, they're not going to agree, and I'm 100% sure, and you can take this to the bank, they will not agree on who is going to be the flag bearer.
So the suspicions that the principal cited before the departure from the opposition outfit, NASA, will continue? Yes,
they are going to have... The simple reason why NASA decided to disintegrate is because of Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila Amolo Odinga was having an obligation under the NASA coalition to support somebody come 2022. That was the agreement. So if NASA is to continue, Raila was supposed to endorse somebody, either Kalonzo or Mudavadi. By NASA dying, it means that Raila can form any coalition with the same people who he was with in NASA.
Okay, so we are having the former Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly virtually here on the broadcast. He equally serves as the Deputy Party Leader of the Wiper Party. Mheshimiwa, thank you for your time. Can I assume that you are in Naivasha for that meeting? Okay, we seem...
Hello? Hello, can you go back? Can you ask me the question again?
Okay, can I assume that you are in Naivasha for that all-important meeting between the principals or among the principals of the One Kenya Alliance?
No, I'm still in Nairobi. Some people are there, some people will be traveling today. And then proceed, ask me the other questions.
Okay, so going forward then, with regards to the congregation that is set to happen today in the county of Nakuru, of what importance will it be to the One Kenya Alliance going forward into 2022?
Well, it's important in that political caucuses and political coalitions form and strategize and work together with the ultimate aim of capturing power. Accessing power in the end. So that's part of a long daily with the parliament now, and some leaders that we're going to meet and discuss and strategize on the way forward.
Okay, you serve as the Wiper Party Deputy Party Leader and served as the former Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly. Then one of the main issues, the principal concern of your party leader, the ANC party and Ford Kenya, was that the ODM party was a bully brother and that its party leader, Raila Odinga, isn't a trustworthy politician. And it seems that, again, his name is coming into the picture following the meeting convened by the president. Why does the coming together of the three former NASA principals still need Odinga, who you accused of lacking trust in as a political partner?
Well, in politics, there are no permanent enemies, there are no permanent friends, but there's always a permanent mission and a permanent interest. So it's in the national interest that it dictates that we come together, and we want to create as big and as broad-based coalition as possible. This country cannot do without bringing into fore and bringing into authority and power a broad-based coalition that's represented in the four corners of the country. And that's basically where we're headed right now. We've seen when there's a coalition of certain regions or certain ethnic groups to the exclusion of the others, and this is basically what we know has not served this country very well. And we have had that for the last, close to 9 years now, about 9 years now, and we don't intend for any purpose to have something similar to that. That's why the name suggests One Kenya Alliance, One Kenya. That means bringing all Kenyans into one entity and having a broad-based coalition that everybody is going to be comfortable in seeing that their interest is actually considered and taken care of.
Okay, let me continue before I come to whether your party chief is in attendance here in regards to the ODM leader Raila Odinga's factor here. And going forward then, you had said, and your party leader is on record saying that without a measure of reciprocity, there is no point of rejoining or reuniting politically with the ODM party leader. If he's to come on board on the terms that your party leader, the ANC party chief, and Ford Kenya's Moses Wetangula have mentioned, then how would you immune that political outfit from cracks that NASA experienced post-2017?
No. We have very little quarrels with Raila Odinga. He is somebody who has stature in this country. He has run for elections many times. We have supported him a good number of times, both as the constituting parties of NASA and also of Accord. We had CORD initially before that. I personally have supported him much earlier than that, and for a number of reasons. But at this time, there is an element of fatigue, and when you don't try something, you try something, it doesn't work. You try the same thing again, it doesn't work. You have to be a serious idiot to think that you can keep on trying and eventually it's going to work. It's not going to work. So Raila Odinga, this time around, will be forced, or rather will be compelled to support another Kenyan, not the way things were before. So I think that basically has to come into focus, and that's one thing that we are all united. We are going to work with him. We are willing to consider him for a number of things, but basically we cannot consider him for the presidency of this country anymore. I mean, that one is in his history now. That is one thing we are very solid about, and we will not change that.